This afternoon, we have the 4 o'clock numbers in from the National Hurricane Center on Tropical Storm Gordon. Since the last advisory earlier in the day, it has become a little bit stronger. Winds are now sustained at the center at 70 miles per hour. It is moving to the northwest at 15 miles per hour. So later on this evening and very early Wednesday morning, the storm will be making landfall along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, bringing a lot of moisture on shore, a lot of heavy rain and some strong winds. No longer anticipated at this point to become a hurricane, and as it does make its way on shore, it will begin to weaken, and it will weaken considerably as far as those winds through the day tomorrow. But still, Mississippi and parts of Louisiana will be dealing with some very heavy rain. We'll still have some moisture coming on shore for us here in Alabama, but as far as widespread heavy rain, flooding rains, that is not expected with this storm as it does make its way on shore. As far as what we're watching right now, here's the center of circulation, pretty much due south of Mobile right now. Lots of rain on the eastern side of this, heavy rain at that, and that's also where we look for the strongest storms usually, and the main area for the strongest winds are going to be right around that center of circulation. Just as a matter of precaution, we still do have hurricane warnings in place for coastal Alabama and Mississippi. To the west, tropical storm warnings in place, and to the east as well, including the Florida Panhandle stretching out to Apalachicola. As we do see that storm making landfall, there's a pretty decent chance we could have a little bit of a storm surge with that. No concern for the Florida Panhandle really, except for around Pensacola. They have a watch in place, maybe about 2 to 4 feet, and sea level rise 3 to 5 feet. Storm surge expected along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and that 5-foot maximum there, that's a worst case scenario with that. Now, as far as those winds, they are fairly strong right around the center, and as the storm does make its way on shore, those winds will weaken considerably, especially as it does make its way inland. For us, we don't anticipate strong winds with this. In fact, they're going to be pretty weak as we do head into the overnight hours. Still, some periods of some rain will be possible for us. The heavier amounts are going to be well in the western part of the Wiregrass, and this is through Thursday, maybe about a ½ an inch through Thursday, and beyond that, the rain chances will really be decreasing as we head into Friday. So hour by hour through tonight, mix of cloud cover, still some showers, some storms on the radar for us, but the greatest activity is going to be concentrated around the center as it does make its way onshore. You can see down near Mobile some very heavy rain to the east of that main area of the storm. Pretty dry, just some cloudy skies to start the day on Wednesday. And then we could see some moisture start to surge northward as the winds switch out of a more easterly direction to a more southeasterly direction through the day, and that will start to bring in a little bit more in the way of Gulf moisture. We've been getting some Atlantic moisture just because the circulation of that storm across the around that counterclockwise rotation. So here is Gordon. Pretty impressive looking storm on satellite, but even more impressive is Hurricane Florence now in the central Atlantic. Still no threat to land, but it has strengthened a little bit more than actually even the Hurricane Center amidst to what they were thinking. 85-mile-per-hour sustained winds, still making a Category 1 storm as it makes its makes a direction toward Bermuda, maybe hooking more a little bit more to the northeast as it strengthens a little bit more at the end of the 5-day forecast there by Sunday. So no threat to the U.S. for that. There's a couple of systems coming off the coast of Africa that we'll be watching over the next couple of days for the possibility of strengthening into something. So Gordon is going to be making landfall for us tonight. The rain is going to continue tonight and through Thursday, and going beyond that, we are no longer going to be under the influence of Gordon. And as we head into the